Hey everybody, Monday, March 9th. I knew said something about May last week. I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyhow, the wisdom today, Monday, March 9th, is, and let's have a little fun with this. You know, people do die on Tuesdays. And you're probably thinking, what the hell does that mean? I remember years ago, I was talking with a guy and he came up to me after a workshop and he said, how do you stay so positive all the time? And I said, well, I don't. And when I'm not positive, I do the work to kind of get back to it. And he said, yeah, I know, but it's like, sometimes on Monday morning, I'm just like, oh, I don't. And I went in to talk with him and I said, I get it. We call it the day of the week syndrome, right? Monday, Tuesday, people are like, oh man, I got the whole week ahead of me, work meetings and everything. And then they get to Friday and they're like a totally different person, the day of the week syndrome. So if I went deeper with the guy, I might suggest to him that he might want to update his resume and kind of look around. Why is Monday so dreadful? But then I said to him kind of in a playful way, I said, it's really how you're thinking about things. And he said, what do you mean? And I said, well, if you could, don't you want to make the last day of your life really pretty good? And he said, yes, of course. And I smiled and I winked at him and I said, people die on Tuesdays. And he looked at me, he let it settle for a minute and he said, yeah, I got it. So let's not get into the day of the week syndrome. Let's just do our best to stay positive, love our people fiercely, and go out and create some really cool things in life. Have a great week. Peace.